Hi everybody, welcome to my Facebook Live. Are you one of those people that knows you should eat more salad, but you just don't? Are you one of those people that was forced to eat salad or vegetables as a child, and now you just don't like them? Are you one of those people that know that salad is healthier and better for you, but you still can't bring yourself to eat it? So today's session is on how to add salad back into your life. And so much of a resistance to a particular food is based on food rules growing up. Which of these four things can you relate to? You had to finish what was on your plate, even if you didn't like it. You had to eat it all if you wanted dessert. You were forced to sit at the table until it was all gone. Or you were punished or sent to your room for refusing to eat what was on the plate. All of these dinner time rules that we experienced as children can impact you now as an adult by creating issues with food or emotional eating behaviors. So often, if you don't like a food or can't bring yourself to eat it, it's because there are trapped emotions or unresolved negative emotions from emotional baggage in the past. I know my stepson, when he was younger, would not eat salad or vegetables. And we never forced him to eat them. You know, if he didn't want them, that was okay. And years later, he moved away, was living in a different country. And when he came back home for a family visit as an adult, and I was fixing dinner, and I said, who wants salad? And he said, oh, I'll have some. And I was shocked. I was like, you'll have salad? He's like, yeah, I eat salad. And I noticed that he ate salad. He ate vegetables at the meal, which he never ate as a child. And so I'm so glad that we didn't force him to eat the salad and the vegetables as a child, because then when he grew up, he could make his own decisions about food. So if you feel like you're a person that has maybe been forced to eat things that are good for you and now you don't eat them, this is the show for you. Hi everybody, I'm Juanita Ecker, certified emotion code and body code practitioner. So today's topic is how to add salad back in to your choices, your food choices. So let me ask you, what would it feel like to be able to add salad back in to your normal routine if you don't typically eat salad? So today I'm going to show you how to do that within minutes. We're going to use this simple refrigerator magnet and these emotions off of the emotion code chart. All right, so I did not invent this. This was invented by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he wrote the book, The Emotion Code, and it says how to release your trapped emotions for abundant health, love, and happiness. And Dr. Bradley is a chiropractor, and he would see the same people every week for the same issue, and he began to wonder if there were trapped emotions that were causing the physical discomfort. And sure enough, he discovered that there were. So he created this technique called the emotion code and the body code. The emotion code is about 20 years old, and this book is only about 3 years old. And Dr. Bradley wrote this book, and the foreword is by Tony Robbins, so that's nice. And the cool thing is I was certified by Dr. Brad. So let's see, someone sent a message. I can't access it. Okay. All right. So let me see who's here. I see Dan is watching. Hi, Dan. If you're here, type hello. Okay, so for some of my Facebook viewers, I have this amazing free gift. It's called the Ultimate Emotional Eating Checklist. And maybe you were raised with being forced to eat food you didn't like, or maybe you were punished for not finishing what you wanted, or maybe every time something good happened, you were rewarded with food, and so maybe now you do this as an adult. And this assessment will help you determine if you have an emotional eating issue. Maybe you eat when you're angry, or maybe you eat when you're upset, or maybe you eat when you're anxious. And a lot of people have never really figured out the reason behind why they start eating. So this assessment has 25 things that you can check off and talks a little bit about emotional eating. And this is a really great thing to take because you can figure out what's causing you to reach for food. And as in any healing journey, the first step is to identify when you do something and why you do it so that you can change it. Okay, so if you're here, type hello in the chat so that I know you're here. All right. If you've been following me the last couple weeks, we've been... Oh, I wanted to show you how to get this assessment. Yes. Okay, so to get this beautiful free gift, this free assessment, go to theshiftingsand.com/free gift. That's theshiftingsand.com/free gift. Great. So I see Dan is here and Laura is here. Hi, Laura. And Laura says she would love to eat more salad. Okay, so we'll be able to help you today, Laura. So to get the free gift, go to theshiftingsand.com/free gift. Great. So let me share a few success stories with you. If you've been following me the last couple weeks, we've been deleting night binging. We deleted night binging for Melinda. And I've also been deleting food for people. For Cheryl, she wanted to get rid of chocolate ice cream. And, you know, she couldn't resist chocolate ice cream. We worked on her. We released the trapped emotions that were causing her to crave chocolate ice cream all the time. And after the clearing, she went and bought a chocolate ice cream. Didn't taste good. She didn't even want to finish it. She was worried that it would be temporary. So a week later, she went and bought another ice cream, and it still didn't taste good. So this was really fun to have Cheryl say, oh, you know, I don't want the ice cream because it just doesn't taste good anymore. And she's still not eating chocolate ice cream. So just like we can delete a food, we can also add a food back in, like we're going to do today. For Catherine, we released chocolate, solid milk chocolate. If it was in the house, we'd call her name, she had to eat it. And we got rid of the trapped emotions, the emotional baggage from the past. And she bought a piece after the session, and she said it wasn't calling her, she wasn't tempted to eat it. So it's amazing the things that we can clear, you know, emotional eating issues and food cravings with the emotion code. So I see Agatha is here. Hi, Agatha. Glad you could make it today. So think of something sad, scary, or traumatic that happened. And it could be years ago, or it could be something that happened yesterday. And when you think of that event, what emotion comes to mind? Is it disappointment, guilt, frustration, anger? Give that emotion a number from 0 to 10. 0, it's not there at all, and 10, it's at the worst. The fact that you could give this emotion a number means it's never been fully processed and released. And that's what we call a trapped emotion. It's an emotion that was maybe felt at one time and it's unresolved. It never got completely released from the body. And these trapped emotions can impact you in so many different ways. It can cause physical challenges. It can affect your mental attitude. It can affect how you view things in the world. So it's really important to get rid of these trapped emotions. So here's why you don't want to have a negative vibration. The law of attraction is eavesdropping on the vibe that you are sending out. So think of yourself as standing in this big hula hoop, like a circle of energy. And whatever's in that circle is the vibe that you are sending out. The law of attraction matches that vibe. When you are having a negative feeling, you are sending a negative vibe. And often this can be done on an unconscious level. So if you have a vibe to always crave chocolate ice cream, the law of attraction is going to give you more of it. If you have a vibe to hate vegetables or to hate salad, the law of attraction is going to give you more of it. So that's why it's really important to get rid of these negative vibrations, because when you get rid of those, then you have a new vibration, and the law of attraction can match those positive vibes that you are sending out. So today, it's all about the high vibe zone. The best way to create a high vibe is to get rid of the low vibe. And the best way to become more positive is to be less negative. And why do you want to do that? Because of your circle of energy, and the law of attraction is matching the vibration that you are sending out. So if you want to volunteer today we're working on how to add salad back in to your diet if you don't eat that much salad or you don't eat any at all. And if you volunteer, there's no embarrassment. You won't have to reveal details from your past. I will identify the emotion off of this emotion code chart from the emotion code book. And once I identify what emotion is triggering the behavior, the magnet, when I run it over the governing meridian, that neutralizes the frequency of the emotion. And so, how does this work? You know the expression, we're all connected. Pretend there's a big internet web or a pretend thread. And before I work with someone, I get her or his permission to access her subconscious mind. And her subconscious mind is like a big Wi-Fi computer. It knows everything. It knows what happened. It knows what emotions are causing this food craving, or are causing you to resist wanting to eat salad or vegetables. So my job is the mechanical connection. You can only ask yes or no questions of the subconscious, and my skill is to find the correct yes or no answer. So what I use is kinesiology muscle testing, and you may have heard of this before. A lot of chiropractors use it. And once I become a proxy for the volunteer or the client, I'm going to use the muscle testing to test for them. So it's like when I connect to the other person energetically, my body sort of pushes itself aside and knows that I'm muscle testing for that person. So I will ask the volunteers subconscious questions, the yes or no questions. So I'm not guessing anything. I'm not psychic. Her subconscious mind is telling my subconscious mind when to lock for a yes. It may appear very weird, but I've helped a lot of people with this technique. So I use the ring and ring method, and when my fingers are together, that's a yes. They're strong, that's a yes. When the fingers come apart, that's weak, that's a no. And so when I energetically connect with the volunteer, I'm going to use the muscle testing. And what I do is I ask, is it on the left? Is it on the right? Is it odd numbers? Is it even numbers? And eventually I narrow it down to the exact emotions that are triggering the behavior in this person. Okay, so if you would like to volunteer, write down what your issue is and what you think the severity is of not wanting to eat salad. On the 0 to 10 scale, 0, it's not there at all, and 10, it's at the worst. So let me see who else is here. Okay, so Agata says hello. And Agata, if you want to volunteer, type in that you give me permission to work on you. If you've just joined us, I have this amazing gift for my Facebook viewers. It's called the Emotional Eating Assessment. And maybe you grew up being forced to eat food that you didn't like, or you were forced to sit at the table to finish and clean your plate, or you were punished if you didn't want to eat what was on the plate. And maybe now, as an adult, you eat when you're angry, or you eat to reward yourself, or you eat when you feel anxious, or you just eat but you don't know why. You reach for food when you feel these uncomfortable feelings. This assessment is great. There's 25 things here that will help you identify the triggers for your emotional eating. It talks about emotional eating, this beautiful 4-page brochure. And this is a free gift for my Facebook viewers. To get this free gift, go to theshiftingsand.com/free gift. theshiftingsand.com/free gift. Okay, so I'm going to work with Laura first, and then I can work with Agata. Agata, what is the severity you think you have an issue with salad? And Laura, if you want to write down what you think your severity is too. All right, so let me connect with Laura. Laura, have a little water. It's really important that both the practitioner and the client be hydrated during this process. Okay, so Agata, maybe it's Agata, says on a scale it's 8. I can eat salads, but I have resistance to prepare it myself. In general, it's hard for me to cook. Okay, great. And Laura thinks her severity is a 7. Okay, perfect. All right, great. So let me take a couple minutes to connect to Laura here. Put Laura down. And resistance to salad. Laura thinks it's an 8. I'll test it to be sure. Okay. Okay, great. So my name is Laura. My name is Juanita. My name is Laura. So now I have a strong connection with Laura. And when I do the muscle testing, I'll be testing for her. All right. How many trapped emotions? First, let me test. What is the severity for Laura that she doesn't want to eat salad? Is it less than 10? Yes. 10, 9, 8. Okay, so she was pretty correct when she said she thinks it's about an 8. All right. How many trapped emotions are causing Laura's resistance to wanting to eat salad? Is there 5? There's 10. Okay. All in one row. Sometimes they're all in one row. Sometimes they're all in one box. Sometimes they're all over the place. Okay, is it row 1? Is it row 2? Okay. All right, Laura, here we go. We're going to change your life. We set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. Good. The next category is called absorbed, and we've all had it where we walk into a room and the energy feels a little off. You can absorb trapped emotions from people and then they get stored in your body. So let's see if Laura has any absorbed trapped emotions that are contributing to her resisting to wanting to eat salad. Are there any absorbed? Yes. How many? More than one? No, one. Okay. On the left, is it odd numbers? B2. Is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness? Okay. Hopelessness. All right, and sometimes the absorbed, we have to swipe more than 30 times. Let's see how many times we have to swipe for Laura. 50 times. Okay, so we set the intention to release the absorbed, trapped emotion of hopelessness. Okay, good. Great. Did we release absorbed hopelessness? Yes. Okay. All right. All right, good. Let's see if there are any stress-related energies. Yes. How many? Are there 5? More than 5? Are there 10? 15? 20? 20 from this group, okay. Column C, odd number, C2. Okay. Is the next group of 5 in column C? Yes. C4. Is the next group in C? No. Column B, odd numbers, B1, B3. Is the next group in column B? No. Column A, odd numbers, A2, A4. A4? Okay, great. Okay, we set the intention to release aggravation, anger, rage, fury, boiling mad, frenzy, envy, excuse me, jealousy, coveting, indecision, struggle, conflict, altercation, repressed aggression, sense of loss, and fanatic, obsession, intolerance, arrogance, and vulnerable. Good. So my goal with Laura today is get the 8 down to a 0. So we'll see what happens. So sometimes trapped emotions can be hidden. And once we ask if they're hidden, then they're not hidden anymore. Okay. Are there any hidden? No. Okay. All right. The next group is inherited. And just like you can inherit brown hair and brown eyes, you can inherit trapped emotions from your parents. And it may have been passed down from generation to generation. And I've had people say, oh, I respond to this just like my dad used to do. Or my mom always used to respond this same way. So let's check to see if Laura has any inherited trapped emotions. Yes. There's 1. Column A, odd numbers, A2. Is it anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness? Is this from the mom? No, from the dad. We set the intention to release inherited trapped emotion of nervousness coming from the dad, being passed down to Laura. Good. Now the next category, we like to use the analogy of a bell. It's called vibrational resonance. And sometimes emotions will be processed a little bit, but then they kind of get stuck in the body, and we say they're still ringing. So that's a vibrational resonance. Does Laura have any vibrational resonance? Yes. How many? Are there 5? Okay. On the left, odd numbers, B2, B4. Okay, we set the intention to release the vibrational resonance of depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, taken for granted. Good. The next category is called prenatal, and sometimes the fetus will either have their own trapped emotions or they will absorb something from one of the parents. Does Laura have a prenatal trapped emotion? No. Okay. All right. The next group is called a compound, and it's 2 emotions that combine to form a new emotion. So think of red and white combines to make pink. So when we have a compound, it's 2 emotions that combine to make a new emotion. Does Laura have any compound? Yes. Okay. Is there 1? Okay. Are there 2 emotions in this compound? Yes. On the left, odd numbers, B1. Is it effort unreceived? Heartache? Insecurity? Overjoy? Vulnerability? We set the intention to release the compound of heartache and vulnerability. Great. The next category is called the heart wall emotion. And a heart wall emotion is we've gathered up emotions that are stored in our body. We put them around our heart to protect ourselves from further hurt or as a shield, like because we just don't want to feel that anymore. And so let's see if Laura has any heart wall emotions. Are there any heart wall? Yes. Are there 5? Are there 10? Okay. Is it row 1? Yes. We set the intention to release the heart wall emotion of abandonment, betrayal, forlorn, lost, love unreceived, effort unreceived, heartache, insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability. Okay. Is there anything else contributing to Laura resisting wanting to eat salad? No. Okay. What was the severity before we started? Was it an 8? Yes. What is it now? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay. Okay. I just love this work. So in about 10 minutes time, we took Laura from an 8 to a 0. With regards to her resistance to wanting to eat salad. So let's see how many trapped emotions were contributing to Laura not wanting to eat salad. Okay, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Wow. 48 negative trapped emotions that were affecting Laura and stopping her from wanting to eat salad. So, Laura, take a drink of water, see how you feel, and let us know if you felt something during that clearing. Some people feel a tingling, some people feel energy moving through them, some people yawn a lot, some people get tired. Tell us if you felt anything during that, and do keep me updated to see if now you are able to reach for salad and enjoy it. Okay. So let's see who else is here. Lori is here. Hi, Lori. And Laura says, wow, thank you. You're welcome, Laura. Okay, let me disconnect from Laura. My name is Juanita. My name is Laura. My name is Juanita. Okay, great. Okay, so Agatha, let's work on you. So Agatha, have some water. Okay, let me connect to Agatha. Okay, my name is Agatha. My name is Juanita. My name is Agatha. Okay. Okay, so Agatha has a resistance to preparing salad herself. Okay. So let me clear for her resistance to preparing salad rather than adding the salads. So a resistance to preparing salad herself. Okay, what is Agatha's resistance to preparing salad for herself? Is it less than 10? Yes. 10, 9, 8. Okay, so that's an 8. Good. All right. Okay, she says, actually my real name is Renata. Okay, but everyone calls her Agatha. So I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. All right, great. Okay, so does as we're testing, does Renata's body know we are testing for her with the nickname Agata? Yes. Okay, I just wanted to be clear that her body knew who she was testing for. All right, great. So how many trapped emotions are causing Agatha's resistance to preparing salad for herself? Are there 5? Are there 10, 15, 20 trapped emotions? Okay. Row 1. Row 2. Okay. Here we go, Agatha. We're going to change your life. We set the intention to release the trapped emotion of abandonment, betrayal, forlorn, lost, love unreceived, effort unreceived, heartache, insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability, anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. Okay, good. Are there any absorbed for Agata? No, all right. Any stress related? Yes. How many? There are 5, 10. Okay, so there's 10. Column C, column B, odd numbers, B2, B4. B4 is the next group in column B. No. Column A, odd numbers, A2, A4. We set the intention to release the energy of abandoned, sadness, blasphemy, frustration, resentment, fanatic, obsession, intolerance, arrogance, and vulnerable. Good. Is there a hidden? Yes. Okay. More than one? No. Okay. On the left, odd numbers, B2. Is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness? We set the intention to release the hidden trapped emotion of hopelessness. Are there any inherited? Yes. Is there one? Okay. On the left, odd numbers, B2. Is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness again? Is this from the mom? No, from the dad. We set the intention to release the inherited trapped emotion of hopelessness coming from the dad, being passed down to Agata. Good. All right, is there vibrational resonance? Yes. How many? More than one? No, just one, okay. On the left, odd numbers, B2, B4. Is it depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic? We set the intention to release the vibrational resonance of panic. Good. Is there a prenatal? Yes. Is there one? Okay. On the left, is it odd numbers? B2, B4, B6. Is it pride? Shame? Is this Agata's? No. Is this absorbed from the mom? Yes. We set the intention to release the prenatal trapped emotion of shame in the womb, absorbed from the mom. Good. All right. Is there a compound? Yes. Is there more than one? No. Is it on the left? Is it odd numbers? B2? Is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control? Anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness. We set the intention to release the compound lack of control and nervousness. Good. Is there a heart wall emotion? Yes. How many? Are there 5? More than 5? Are there 10? 15? 20? Is it row 1? Row 2? Okay, row 2. Is the next group odd numbers? It's even. Row 4, row 6. All right. We set the intention to release the heart wall emotion of anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. Heart wall emotion of humiliation, jealousy, longing, lust, overwhelm, pride, shame, shock, unworthy, and worthless. Okay, is there anything else contributing to Agatha having resistance to preparing salad for herself? No. What was the severity when we started? Was it an 8? Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 0. Yay! Okay. I just love this work. It's so rewarding to release these things for people and to see the shifts that take place in their life. So once again, that was about 10 minutes. I took Agatha from an 8 to a 0. So how many trapped emotions did we clear for Agatha in that time? 20, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 55 trapped emotions. Okay, Agatha, make a comment. Let us know if you experience something, and keep me posted if you now have less resistance to preparing salad for yourself. Great. And I like to tell my volunteers that if they find that they still have the issue, it doesn't mean that what we didn't work. It just means that there's more layers to remove, maybe core beliefs, other imbalances, or negative emotions that are also contributing to the pattern. Okay, so if you just joined us, I have a gift for my Facebook friends, and this is the Ultimate Emotional Eating Assessment. And as I mentioned earlier, so many of us, reach for food and we don't know why we're reaching for food. Or maybe you reach for food because you feel angry or you feel anxious, or you want to make yourself happy, or you want to reward yourself. And this assessment is a 4-page brochure. It will list 25 things that will help you identify what's triggering your unhealthy eating habits or your annoying eating habits. And as we know, with any healing journey, the most important thing is to identify when you do something and why you do it. And this assessment will help you identify that first step in having a better relationship with food. So to get this free assessment, go to theshiftingsand.com/free gift. All right, so let's see any other comments or questions. Agatha says, amazing, thank you a lot. And then she has the less sign and a 3. I don't know what that means. I see that a lot on Facebook, but I don't know what it means. But I'm sure the viewers will know. And then Laura says, thank you. I will keep you posted. I do feel lighter already. Okay, great. Good. All right. So you saw what I could do in 10 minutes time. You can imagine what I could do in a 30-minute session. So if you're thinking, yeah, I have this issue that I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I'm nervous, or I eat when I get anxious, or I eat when I'm angry, I would welcome the opportunity to work with you. I make it very easy for you. I send you a checklist, and you can check off the things that you want to work on. And we do all the sessions on the phone, so you don't have to see me, just like I didn't need to see the volunteers today. And with my international clients, I use WhatsApp. So if you'd like to connect with me, you're thinking this really resonates with me today, go to my website, theshiftingsand.com. That's theshiftingsand.com. Let me share a few success stories with you before I close. I worked with a woman who couldn't eat dairy. So here's another situation where we wanted to add food rather than take it away. And, sorry, I got the hiccups. Her body would negatively react. She would get bloated, she would get gas, but she didn't want to give up the ice cream. I worked with her. We released all of the negative emotions that were causing her body to react this way. Now she can eat the ice cream. She's happy. So that's nice when we can add something that someone really wants to eat. I worked with a woman who was a young woman who really had issues with procrastination and motivation. She was enrolled in a certified a program to be a dog trainer, and she just wasn't motivated to do the work. So I worked with her, and there were a lot of blocks from the past that were stopping her from taking action. So I'm happy to report she did get certified, she finished the program, and so I was thrilled to be able to release all these blocks for her so that she could move forward in her life. I worked with a man who always reacted with anger, and if someone would cut him off when he was driving, he would give them the finger, he would yell at them. With his girlfriend, disagreements would always quickly escalate into an argument. So he came to me, and we worked for a couple months, clearing all of the issues from his past. And he said, Juanita, I don't do this anymore. Now someone cuts me off, and I say, oh, well. And the arguments with my girlfriend, we can talk instead of argue. So that was nice. And then I also worked with a woman who couldn't find a job she loved. She's a holistic doctor, and she really wanted a job in her field. We released a lot of the beliefs that were blocking her from bringing abundance and money into her life. And I'm happy to report she's now starting to get job offers. So it's really fun to see how the emotion code can work on money and abundance for people. That's funny that my phone rang because I put on Do Not Disturb on my phone before I started the Facebook Live. So I don't know why I saw the phone ring. That's very odd. Okay. So if you saw something new today, type yes. I hope you learned something about the emotion code, the power of the emotion code. Let's see if Agatha has written anything else about something that she noticed. Okay. I see Lori is watching. Hi, Lori. Well, great. Thank you for spending a part of your day with me today. I hope you learned the power of the emotion code and how it can really work to address emotional eating issues. As I mentioned earlier, I would welcome the opportunity to work with you, so reach out to me and we'll set something up. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.